Hey all, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. Today I'm going to do something just a little bit different. I'm going to use the Solo Stove SteelFire, the stainless steel griddle that I got a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to do something with this beef outside skirt steak that I got from Wild Fork. This is choice, it's choice grade, and I'm going to actually make it with some shrimps. I'll be right back, show you what I'm going to do with this.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
All right, I am going to use my sous vide today. I'm actually going to sous vide the steak for about an hour just to get it cooked through, so that when we put it on the griddle, that we're not trying to get that cooked all the way through. Just get a nice Maillard reaction on it, get a nice crust, and we'll be done with that, because the shrimp's not going to take long at all to cook. So I've got this heating up to 130. That's what we're going to cook that at for 1 hour. So I'm going to prep my outside skirt steak. Like I said, this is choice grade from Wild Fork. You can check out Wild Fork below. This is my shrimp, guys. It's just regular shrimp that I got from Sam's Club or Walmart or one of those places, but it's already thawed out, ready to go. I'm going to stick this back in the fridge while we're cooking the outside skirt steak. So I just had this out here for vision here. We're going to use our black garlic and herb compound butter to season up the steak, or season up the shrimp on the griddle, and then we're going to use our all-purpose black garlic for the steak, and we're going to actually coat that on the steak before we stick it in the sous vide bag. So I'll be right back, get this out, show you what I'm going to do. All right, guys, this is going to be a really super simple cook, and even just prepping it. I'm just going to take this out of the packet, show you how marbled it is. I'm not even going to trim this up. I'm just going to actually leave it the way it is as far as fat goes. I've had one of these before from Wild Fork, and they're actually really good. Get this out of the way. So as you can tell, skirt steak is very thin, and it's well marbled, and it's already super tender. And like I said, the only reason we're cooking it in the sous vide bath today is to get it cooked all the way through, so we're not trying to get it cooked to temperature when we get it on the griddle. We're just trying to get a nice sear on it. And this is pretty thin, so it's not going to take long for that to cook. As you can tell, it's a very thin piece of meat, but being able to cook it sous vide first to get the doneness there, really just a couple seconds on the flat top to get color, and we're going to take it right off. So what I'm going to do is just season this up with my black garlic, all-purpose black garlic seasoning. Just hit it on both sides. Like I said, this is awesome on beef, pork, just about everything. But for something more delicate like seafood, I like the butter, herb compound butter, just because of the fact that it doesn't have a super dark color to it, and it has some other bold herb flavors that really make the seafood shine. You don't have to go crazy on the seasoning on this since it is so thin. But that's about it, guys. We're just going to stick it in the bag here. It doesn't have to be perfect, because this is so thin, it's going to get cooked no matter what. And that's it. I'm going to go hit it in the vacuum machine, and I'll be back when we're putting it in the sous vide. I'll be back. All right, guys, my steaks are all vacuumed up here. We're going to go ahead and stick them in the sous vide container at 130. Just a little bit over an hour. We're going to cook these, make sure they get cooked all the way through. Like I said, they're pretty thin, so they'll get cooked all the way through. The shrimp, you can tell, are draining in another bowl here, and we're going to get those as dry as we can. I'm going to stick them back in the fridge and get them dried out. All right, guys, the steaks are done in the sous vide bath. I just turned on my Solo Stove SteelFire. That thing's getting heated up. So let me go ahead and get these out of the sous vide bath. And like I said, 130 degrees. We did them for right at about an hour or so. I'm going to go ahead and get these open. And I'm going to put just a little bit more seasoning on them. You can tell there's not a whole lot of moisture in the bag, but I still want to pat them dry a little bit. Get some of that moisture off so we're not just creating a bunch of steam, because it'll impede them getting that nice char on them. And I'm cooking them on the highest temperature on the SteelFire. Just when you want to cook sous vide, when you want to get a nice crust on your beef, steaks especially, it's always good to just pat them dry a little bit, get a good amount of that moisture off, so it's not just creating a bunch of steam and impeding the nice sear that you want. Just put a little bit more seasoning on each side, not a ton. My hands are clean, guys. Don't worry about it. That's it. All right. In 10 minutes, or 10 seconds or so, I'll be over on the griddle getting these going. I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Solo stove, SteelFire, stainless steel griddle. It's hot enough, I can tell. I'm going to put a little bit of oil down on each side. And like I said, I've got it set hot, real high, so I'm going to go ahead and put my steaks on one side here. Spread this oil out. Like I said, it shouldn't take very long at all for these to get seared up. So I'm going to go ahead and put my shrimp down. Yeah, I need my shrimp seasoning. Black garlic and herb compound butter. Really good on seafood, guys. Fish, lobster, shrimp, all that. And like I said, these are going to cook really hot and fast and get a nice char on them. I'll get you a little closer so you can see what's going on there. Go ahead and flip these, see how they're doing. Yeah, getting a nice crust on them. Of course, that black garlic seasoning does a good job on them too, as far as that. Shrimp's cooking just fine. Literally, guys, you can cook. You don't have to sous vide these steaks if you don't want to. You can just cook them on here, just cook them a little longer if you want to. I just happen to like getting it to the doneness I like beforehand, and then just getting a nice sear. But you see how fast that shrimp is cooking. Of course, it's no sticking here. Give me a good sear. Really, really good. I think we're about done. I don't want to overcook the shrimp and let them get rubbery. I just wanted them to get a nice char, get them cooked all the way through. There's a couple that need a little bit more. Go ahead and get these steaks off, because they're done. Especially the really thin ones. Look at that nice sear, guys. All right, and we'll get the shrimp off. I'm gonna plate them up just nice. So if you didn't sous vide these first, you could have had this meal done in like 10 minutes. Just toss them on the flat top and grill them up. All right, I'm gonna shut this off. I'll see you guys at the table. There you have it, guys. Look at that awesome looking meal there, for sure. I'm gonna take a bite of the steak and take a bite of the shrimp. Let me get this one right on top. Let's cut a piece off. I'm gonna show you that it's still medium rare. Oop. It's still medium rare. You can see that, guys. It's still nice and juicy and medium rare. Oh yeah, nice and juicy. Awesome flavor. Get one of these shrimp. Got a nice crust to them. Yes. Great stuff. Solo stove, SteelFire. And check out the wild fork for shrimp and these outside skirt steaks. And check out Fire and Water Cooking Edible Creations below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next sous vide barbecue video.